Hi, Paul Sackett, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Lisa Kelly. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Okay, good. EarthCam celebrates their 16th anniversary with a premiere of new Times Square webcam locations. Wow. Okay, so what's going on over there?
Well, we have been around for 16 years now in the managing the webcams all over the world, and Times Square was our first location and is still our most popular location. And after 16 years, we thought we should freshen things up and bring a new view of this amazing spot to people around the world. And we have 4 new cameras we debuted. The street level camera, and then some that are looking down Broadway and on the Great White Way that really provide the large view of everything that happens in Times Square in New York City.
Okay, that's great. And where can it be seen?
Our cameras are available on EarthCam.com, and there's also a mobile app that can be downloaded from the App Store for both Android and Apple. But these cameras themselves are, you can step in front of the one down on 47th and Broadway on the pedestrian plaza and be part of the camera experience. And those people that are watching it would be able to snap a photo of you right from the website and post it to Facebook or Twitter. So we have people from all over the world who come just to stand in front of those cameras and show their friends and family back home that they're in New York City with everyone else enjoying the excitement and the lights. And then they can have their picture taken from the webcam and shared with their friends.
Oh, boy. That's great. That's magnificent. I love Times Square, and actually had my TV studio on where the Reuters building is now on 42nd Street. A long time ago, my buddy had the corner, and I had a brownstone over there, and so but that was only 27 years ago. Things have changed.
Things change very quickly down there. I think, speaking of change, I think last Friday Elmo was very popular, and today on Tuesday the Smurfs are very popular. So even the amount of characters that are going on down there, and there's always events, and it's an amazing thing to watch. It's pretty addictive here in the office, and we hope it's just as enjoyable to people around the world.
So now, with how many cameras did you say? 16 cameras?
No, we have 4 new cameras that we have relocated, but we have multiple cameras throughout Times Square and other places in New York. Some of our other really notable spots are we have some down at the World Trade Center Memorial Site, and we also actually have webcams in the Statue of Liberty that have beautiful views of the harbor and the New York skyline, and are also showing the renovations that are being done with the statue.
Whose idea was this originally?
Our founder and CEO, Brian Curry, wanted to bring views of iconic locations around the world to people, and he's the one who continues to be at the head of our company and find some of these fantastic locations, creating relationships. It's really a win-win because we're able to promote the location in addition to just being able to have our cameras out there. So when we have cameras at a resort in Miami or at a restaurant in Paris, it's able to help people recognize that particular location and go there. Last week during the hurricane down in New Orleans, we have cameras at a place called the Cat's Meow that has become very well known because people can go on and view the cameras, and people were expressing their concern and following the storm and how people were doing in that location through the webcams.
Magnificent, very important. So in essence, in that kind of a situation, we could actually be talking about helping people possibly even save a life.
There is, when the power goes out or something happens, the cameras are there to capture it, and we do work with people if something were to, unfortunately be captured by the cameras. But hopefully it's mostly for enjoyment. The StreetCam in New York even has audio, so you're able to really be there at the location, and it feels like you're immersed with everyone walking around the streets of New York City.
Well, we're gonna hopefully we're involved with the United Nations has a day for the World Peace Day. It's called September 21st. And our thought was to be around the Times Square area as well. And we're trying to pause the world, as that's what the decree is from all the countries of the world, is to take a moment at 12 noon, pause for a minute, and hopefully drop guns and just do a practical act of peace. So.
Well, we love to be
outreach.
involved in important causes. I mentioned the World Trade Center site. We maintain and host those cameras as a donation to the memorial site. And if we're able to be a part of an important event like the one that you're talking about, where we can put that message forward and tell everyone, maybe even to be a part of it by watching on the camera and have people, encourage people to go down there and participate, that's something that we would love to do.
All right. Well, we'll definitely talk about it because we also have like 2,000 websites that are connected to this. It's a big outreach for the world to try to calm down and just think peaceful thoughts. So that'll be good. So after this, we can maybe take a second or two. Now, let me ask you on there. So people literally go one more time, and now we're going to put the text that you have here as well.
Okay.
It's EarthCam.com. This is really a wonderful, wonderful outreach and a great use of communications. You must be pretty excited yourself, aren't you?
I love being a part of this. We have a lot of social media. We have a Facebook page and a Twitter account, and people reach out and communicate with each other through these cameras and the images that they're seeing there. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of amusing fans who come up with some very witty things to say and have a lot of fun looking at the images on our website all over the world. And it really is unifying. If you look at any of our feedback, it's written in languages, 40 different languages from all over the world. So that's a fantastic thing to have everybody traveling virtually throughout the world using our high-definition cameras and joining together looking at the same beautiful sites.
Well, I applaud you, and I applaud your founder and for maintaining this for 16 years through the thick and thin. I can only speak about the thick and thin of Times Square.
Yes, it does create its interesting hazards. There are obviously a lot of people and a lot of activity that goes on down there, but it's been a real commitment to keep this up for our fans. And even making a change from one location to another was controversial because people were very dedicated to knowing where the other cameras were. And even though we just moved one block away and down the street, we're excited to have it on the pedestrian plaza where there's less traffic so that people can go down and we'll see a lot of performers and be able to support any arts organizations that are down there as well. But really it's the dedication from our whole team, from the installers to the programmers, to be able to keep the network up and running so that people can keep participating.
Fantastic. Lisa, last question. What's good news for you?
Good news for us, it sounds like this day that you have planned where we could have a moment where everybody stops and reflects on something that is important, which is not arguing with each other. I think that would be great news. So we would love to be able to work with you to pull that off, because taking that moment to pause in the hustle and bustle and think of peace would be a fantastic thing.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Okay, thank you.
Sure. Thank you.